Hey, loves, this is Erica. I'm so excited about today. Happy Valentine's Day. And since we are celebrating love, I just wanted to speak with you 5 things that love can teach you. So you can be a single woman, you're dating, or you are in a relationship and you have come here because you want some love tips as well as some insights when it comes to love. So let's go ahead and get started. And please subscribe and like my channel so when I drop some content that you will be the first to know. My first tip when it comes to love is that love is not a feeling, love is an action. So you can definitely enjoy being around a man. You can definitely enjoy the chemistry that you have with the guy, that he is easily to talk to, that you feel like he is an encourager, you feel like he listens to you, that he gives nice gifts, and he just checks off all the things on your dating list and what it is that you want in your Mr. Right. And so you two can actually be compatible with each other. And even though you may have some chemistry, even though you are compatible with each other, let's say that things develop in a way where the two of you have decided to get in a relationship, or let's say you even think about your previous relationship experience when you hit tough times, that sometimes that love will, that ooey gooey feeling won't always be there. But when you love a man and a man loves you, that you would be able to work through those issues together and communicate your feelings and what it is that you truly desire. So love isn't always going to feel ooey gooey or make you always feel like it's warm inside. But when you come to realize that love is an action, love will motivate you and to help you overcome things and to conquer it together. And let me go ahead and give this side note, and that is that when two people, when a man and a woman is in a relationship with each other, that it takes two people to make the relationship work. So don't think that, if things are getting tough, that you're the one that's always supposed to be standing up, or you're the one that's always supposed to be fighting for the relationship. When the truth is that you will want the both of you to be able to come together and to work through it together, and for the both of you to feel like you are fighting the relationship. So I just hope that this is an encouragement to you, that when it comes to love, know that love is an action. And again, that it is not a feeling. Tip number two when it comes to love is that when you are dating a guy and you're getting to know him and things are going well, and let's say that there's one thing that you don't like about him, like things are going well, let's say for the first 90 days, and even though that they're going well, he was consistent in the beginning, but now he isn't as consistent. He's not giving you the good morning text, the good night text, or calling you as often. And the inconsistency is making you feel like he isn't showing up like he used to. And so that makes you feel like you could possibly want to change a man. And even though you may be coming from an authentic place, it doesn't mean that you can't actually change a man as a woman. So, as a woman, you will always want to remember that when a man loves you, when a man values you, when he values the relationship, upon that motivation, when he talks with you and he understands that there's an issue and his inconsistency is getting in the way of the two of you connecting the way that you used to, when he is motivated, he has to change on his own merit. So don't think as a woman that you can change him But remember that love will always remind you that a man who loves you, he will want to change on his own and he has to be motivated. And 9 times out of 10 is based on the value of the relationship, the value he sees in you, and the value that he wants to put in the relationship. So as a woman, I hope that you will remind yourself that you cannot actually change a man, but remember, when a man loves you, when a man values you, he cherishes you, and he cherishes himself and the relationship, that he is going to be motivated to make those changes. Number 3 would be, let's say that you were in a previous relationship before you started dating. Think about some of the relationship lessons that you have previously learned. So there could be some things that you have already reminded yourself that you won't deal with. And you remind yourself that you won't deal with those things because you love yourself. You remind yourself that you won't deal with certain things because that is something that you do not want. So appreciate the previous relationship lessons that you have learned. And when it comes to getting to know another man, or when it comes to being in a relationship with a man, remember what you have been through. Remember who you are today. Remember how you have worked so hard and how you will want to build a healthy relationship with a man who wants to treat you right. And so I just want to share a short story about myself, and that is that when I was a single woman, there was a guy who I was dating, and the chemistry was, well, like, I was attracted to him. But then as I was getting to learn more and more about him, I had discovered that our core values didn't match up. And so for me, I felt like I was stuck. Was disappointed. And we had several conversations about him changing. And even though I had wanted him to change, even though that there was chemistry, I didn't feel as much compatibility. And so within, I would say, about a 2 to 3 month time, I actually had to decide, am I going to allow the chemistry override the compatibility in this dating experience slash relationship? Because have you ever dated a guy and you feel like you're in a relationship, but you're really not in a relationship? And so that was where I was. And that relationship lesson had taught me that I cannot override chemistry over compatibility, that I had wanted my core values and his core values to be in sync with each other, because I had wanted to build a life with a man. And so when I had learned that relationship lesson, that I always cherished that one, and I took that with me. And I took it with me so much to the point to where within, I would say, about a year to year and a half, that when I had met my husband, that I actually had wanted to make sure that not only did I feel chemistry, but I felt like there was a compatibility, and that there weren't any non-negotiables that I couldn't look past. So remember, when you look from your previous relationships, to remember the relationship lessons that you have learned that has helped make you the woman that you are today. And do not forget that, and do not lose sight of your relationship vision and your dating vision, because when you write down your dating list, when you write down the things that you truly desire, and you write down, previous relationship lessons that you have previously been through, that is something to be cherished. And love will teach you to not repeat the same things over and over again. Love will teach you that, no, I'm not going through that anymore. And so I hope that that's an encouragement for you. Number four is that when it comes to love, sometimes you feel like you want the perfect relationship. Sometimes you feel like you always want to get along with each other. And that's not doable because relationships are work. Relationships are challenging. Relationships, when it comes to that you actually have to be able to work through things. So love will teach you that you won't always get along with each other, but it will also teach you that you can work through it together. So remember, you don't want to be in a one-sided relationship or dating experience, but you actually want to make sure that the both of you are able to work through those things together when it comes to challenges, when it comes to disagreements, and when it comes to working towards your relationship goals together. Number five, last but not least, is that when it comes to love, if you want love, you cannot be afraid of it. So maybe you had experienced, a heartbreak. Maybe you have experienced things that you don't even want to even remember. And girl, I just want you to know that I totally understand that. But even though you have been through those things, and I'm not going to dismiss or diminish anything, I want to say this is that you cannot let your previous relationship experiences get in the way of you experience true love. So let's say that you meet a guy and things are going well, and with those things going well, that you're getting to know each other, and he makes you feel like he is too good to be true. And sometimes when you as a woman, when you receive love, that if it feels like it's too good to be true, sometimes that man has worked his way through life and he realizes the things that are important to him, how he wants to treat a woman, how he doesn't want to treat a woman bad, and how he wants to respect you, how he wants to love you, and how he wants to do all these things. Is that when he treats you well, sometimes women can actually be afraid to receive love because it feels like it's too good to be true. And I want you to know that if you want to welcome love, that you have to be open enough to receive love. So if there is a man who is treating you well and he's not giving you any red flags, he's not going against any of your non-negotiables, that you can actually open yourself up to love and not be afraid. So when it comes to this specific lesson, as well as tip, is that love does not make you afraid and love is not fear. And I want you to know that you don't actually have to be afraid because of what you have previously been through, but just look towards the opportunities, look towards the way that a man can actually love you, can cherish you, can support you, can listen to you, can treat you well, and do all of these things. So I hope that this is an encouragement, and please don't be afraid to allow a good man to love you. All right. So my name is Erica J. Holston. I'm a certified dating and relationship coach. I hope that this message encourages you on this Valentine's Day, as well as it encourages you to be open to love and allow love to teach you. So if you have any questions, put it in the comment section and I would love to answer your questions. And if you would want to do a one-on-one session, look in the comment section as well and click on the link below. I hope that you have an amazing day and I'll talk to you soon. Take care.